So the best part of these projects is, as you're working, coming up with better ideas to do things. I went ahead and made two of these. This diameter is 5/8 with a 5/8 round over. This one's 1/2 inch in diameter. This will really put it in there with the 1/2 inch round over. And that looks pretty good. Maybe clean it up a little bit right there. Yeah. Hey guys, Garen from Power Forge and Workshop with a short video for you. I'm in the middle of, well, for me, a big order. I've got 50 hand forged bottle openers that I've got about 2 or 3 left to do, and then I'm engraving all of them with a big engraving. So, it's probably a week's worth of forge work for me. Pump these out, and about 30 or 40 more man hours, 30 machine hours to engrave these properly. Takes a little while. I got to get a good finish, and I've got more ops than usual because of a logo here. But anyway, that's beside the point. The reason I'm doing this video is I wanted to talk about, well, it seems like every time I do a production run like this, I think of a better way to save time and effort and to be more consistent. So you've seen some of my other projects. I've got a way to step this down. I've got a way to punch this. I work this loop out by hand still, and I've always been putting this, this catch in by hand with this tool. And that takes usually 3 to 5 ops, heats to do. If I'm lucky, maybe it averages around 4 heats to do, and I'm not, well, anyway, I drop it a lot. It's sometimes inconsistent to target this correctly, and to have them all just kind of turn out similar, if not the dropping stuff, if not the same. So I came up while I was doing this, about 3 in, I had an idea. Instead of doing it by hand, maybe that's something else that I could do on the fly press. And I'll flash a picture up on the screen, and you can see on the left of that square box is the first few I did by hand, and on the right is with the new fly press tool. And I think the new fly press tool is awesome, much more sturdy, saves me time, just better all around. So this is what I've designed. I've got it on this spacer here because I don't want to damage this anvil that I made. I don't think I filmed this, but I made a bottom flat anvil for different tools. So again, one of the steps is to accurately target, this step down. I want it flat here and then I want to step it down and then draw it out before I do my slot punch. And I use this fuller here that I sell on my website. It goes up into this tool holder, and I can put a center punch mark on all 50. So all 50 have it's the exact same handle length. Well, for blacksmithing anyway, it's got the same handle length. A step down, and then I can fuller it out flat. In preparation for, and we've all seen this before, this slot punch. This is the bottom die, and I'm able to easily put this slot punch in there. So, I'm really, I guess, turning this into a production run to keep things accurate and efficient. So I've got one on the forge right now. I'm going to heat it up, and then I'll come in here and show you in 2 ops I can, locate where I want this catch to start, reheat, come back in, and finish the forging. Then clean it up with a brush, I'm done. It's pretty slick. Let's take a look. And I probably don't need to mention that for this entire run, I'm using an induction forge, which really allows me to target that heat. 30 to 40 seconds, and I'm ready to start forging. Okay, so let's locate that first one. And so I'll just make sure I like where it is. That looks pretty good. And this way I can find it on the next heat. And I don't want to do too much. Hold on here. I don't want to do too much on the first heat, because as this cools down, it'll spread and it'll crack. It'll crack like dry skin. So when we reheat this, we'll come back in and we'll finish this catch. So I'll find it there. And that looks pretty good. Maybe clean it up a little bit right there. Yeah. So let me clean this up a little bit with a brush and take a closer look. Alright, so there it is. Looks pretty good. The last thing I do is I just kind of set it on this bottle. Yep, it'll catch just fine. I've had this beer bottle in here since last year. So there is one more done. I think I've got 2 more to go. And then they'll all be forged. And all that's left is engraving them. This is a test engraving on a spare piece, just to make sure I liked it. So the best part of these projects is, as you're working, coming up with better ideas to do things. I went ahead and made 2 of these so I could test and compare. This diameter is 5/8 with a 5/8 round over. Okay, holding up well enough to damage this hardened 4140 round anvil. I had some extra H13 steel. This one's 1/2 inch in diameter. This will really put it in there. And with the 1/2 inch round over. So 2 more tools for the fly press. Pretty cool. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys are having a great spring. Things are warming up. I love this time of year. I'll catch you guys on the next one when I do something else crazy. Take care. Bye.